Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. How you doing? Thank you for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
Illegal detention, persecution are not suitable. It's their invitation to anarchy. We all have equal rights in Nigeria. The right the police, the AFCC got to discharge their duty. There's also the right that other citizens, they have their own right too. So please, if you have nothing on VDM, please free VDM. Free VDM. He's doing fantastically well, speaking, giving hope to a lot of people, fighting for truth, fighting for of course, justice. So please, if there is anything, if the EFCC has got nothing on him, I am using this medium to demand that VDM should be released. He is not a slave in Nigeria, and we should not be seen as a government that persecutes citizens when they expressly or freely express themselves. So please do all you can to look into that and allow him to go. Please, I'm appealing to EFCC. There is no way I'm going to support, persecution, oppression of any citizen. If you have anything against him and you're so sure, we don't want fictitious or lump up charges, please do the needful, charge him to court. If not, allow him to enjoy his freedom. Anybody can be arrested, anybody can be investigated, but it is not appropriate that we should be using a tool of governance to halt fellow citizens. This will always leave an indelible mark of curse and damnation to the Nigerian society, and that is why it is important that we do the right thing. So please free VDM if you have nothing on it. And of course, I want to believe that one or two persons, the national security, they would have been on this particular broadcast, and certainly we are serious. We meant it when we say that if nothing is coming up in the next 1 or 2, 3 weeks, in the next 2 weeks, we would have to decide to come here and protest heavily, and we're going to be asking other people in different countries to come out and demand justice for Mohbad. And it's because we will never allow the ship of injustice and selective justice to sail and to land at the shore of the Nigerian society. Fair, we don't want it. Fair. And that is what we will not. And then, which government will want to put the public into shame when they are actually demanding for what is right? It is important that this Mohbad case is gradually bringing shame to the Nigerian police, is bringing shame to the institutions. And everybody always believe, and these people will continue to believe, anybody in Nigeria, you have some police officers and people in government that will help you. That is not appropriate. That is what they are about to use Mohbad's case to do, because at the end of the day, it's not making sense. Why would the Lagos State Police Command continue to shield the extension of the 3 seconds video that was sent? It came because there is something called natural justice. And of course, even at that, they are still trying to use the tool of governance to cover it up. And the next thing is now to are saying be this, I be that. Hello. Will make any sense, because at the end of the day, it's absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd. It's absurd. You're not giving up to any Nigerian with this Mohbad case. No hope for any Nigerian, because you look at it. So this is the meaning of human life. So whether you are a doctor, you are an artist, you are a celebrity, so this is the meaning and the value of your life under the leadership of fellow Nigerians. Would make any sense? The only thing I know is that those people that took Mohbad's life genuinely, they know what they are doing. What happened? Police. The driver said they rushed out 3 a.m. That was not part of your statement. That was not part of your investigation. That was not part of your official release. It's because there is limit to how you can actually cover up the truth in most cases. And then key and quiet, they will keep people in position of power, position of police. It's going to bring cost to the country and take the country backwards. How can you be a leadership and you see overwhelming evidence like that? Eyewitness account. There is something they call circumstantial evidence. If the driver who was at the front of the gate could come out and tell you that certainly this is what I got. That's enough, that's enough. If he says this is what I'm getting, 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Mohbad friends came out to say Mohbad was bleeding and they need to go and stop the bleeding. And they rushed out 3 a.m. That means the bleeding never started from anywhere in the Korodu. So if the bleeding started 3 a.m. in his house, what happened? That means it is going in tandem with the confession in the TikTok chat that Mohbad was pushed. And if the lady is saying, yes, if it's poison, somebody else did, certainly we need to look into that. We need to look into that. And that's why justice is important for Mohbad. We are not going to be backing down. And we will never close our eyes when the tools of governance is being used to serve the public injustice. We're here live in front of the Nigerian embassy. We're here live in front of the Nigerian embassy in London. After 2 weeks, we'll take it further. We're going to be taking it further.
No more play, no more play, no more play.
Finance scam. I don't get that question. Huh? Okay. We need to come out again the way we did the other time. We are not accepting that package of injustice and selective. It's too glaring and it's a slap on the face of the Nigerian society. With all the overwhelming evidence, they are saying order from above. Yes, I'm in front of the Nigerian embassy. Hello, how are you doing? Regards to your baby. I'm in front of the Nigerian embassy, London. Yes, speaking and demanding justice for Mohbad, and that the 30 seconds video that was sent to me as an extension and as, according to the chat, it has details of how Mohbad's breath is last. And the Lagos State Police Command, under the CP, Olaundare Moshood Jimo, they are trying to shield it. And as a matter of fact, he instructed his Assistant Commissioner of Police, Joseph Jayoba, to continue to harass me through one Supobelo, claiming the Adura as a petition of defamation. I said, how can a natural suspect in homicide case be defamed? How can somebody whose original TikTok was used to shut me up be defamed? How can somebody who held the video evidence for over a year, when justice is being demanded, how can he be defamed? Did I go into Nigeria? Police officers are now giving such a person backup. That is a society you want to leave your children. That is a society you're scared to speak out from. If you don't do anything, nothing will happen. So, like I said, in the next 2 weeks, we have written a letter I've submitted to the ambassador, and he said they're going to be delivering it. The next 2 weeks, if nothing has happened, a serious protest will erupt here. We will decide on the date, we will put up a protest here, and we will encourage all other Nigerians, all other embassies, to storm all other embassies and demand a thorough investigation, and that the new lead, the 3 seconds video, should have the extension extracted. Oh, simple ju, no simple ju liaye. Ekpe DSS wọlé, kó gbé àdúrà, kó gbé Dàmọ́lá, kó gbé Wùmí, gbogbo àti CCTV o, àti gbogbo video, they will find everything through the iCloud. They must make sure the email they were using before Mohbad died, that is the email they must use. That is the email they must use. Inspector General of Police, this is the time we want to know if truly you are there to serve the Nigerian public, or you want to serve some murderers who are claiming that order from above is making them to say, no, don't give Mohbad justice. Package some people down. Nurse now answer, I am guilty. Maybe the nurse was even there on the 11th. Don't package on the 12th. Let the truth be established, and don't ruin Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, because I know what you people are planning. I've heard low video, and when it is time to election, few weeks to election, and when people see the content of the video, then they will now continue to believe, yes, if it is not somebody of Asiwaju, if it's not somebody of that magnitude, if it is not somebody of the governor of Lagos State, nobody can give order that this thing should be covered. You want to destroy people's reputation that they've built for years. That is why I'm speaking up. Mr. Sheyi Tinubu, yes, we will get to Apple's office. I'm at the Apple office. I mean, Madam America, Madam Apple office. They will get a court order from Nigeria, and it will be taken, sent to Apple's office. Justice for Mohbad. Preamble. I want to package you. I want to buy want to expire. The real justice for Mohbad has just begun, and we're not backing down. We are not backing down. And all of you, mark my word, that video will be out very shortly. Oh my jade like now you now ask yourself, Kilawani, State Command, what are they doing? Inspector General of Police, do your job. We are not backing down. All right, guys, I gotta go. I just want to inform you that I've come here to actually submit the letter, and it has been received by staff of the embassy, and the promise is going to get to the president. Continue to speak to the consciousness of the Nigerian leadership. Justice for Mohbad is non-negotiable. Justice for Mohbad is non-negotiable. One fair one call. Oh my jade, oh my shele. So get ready. Thank you all, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Okay, can I hear you guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you loudly.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah. Oh.
So thank you for what you do. Thank you for your strength. Thank you for not backing down. Thank you for providing solutions. Because even before you left Nigeria for the United Kingdom, after the Corona inquest, there are no leads. There are no information. There are nothing on the ground for us to follow except the courses you champion about the 3 seconds video and the full version of it, which is the 10 minutes. You know, nobody or other people that are preferred solution, that are preferred way forward, except, you know, the usual fracas they used to do. And that is not what we need. What we need and what we want is justice. Justice for Mohbad. Justice for one is justice for all. So we want justice in that country, and these perpetrators must not go. They should not go unpunished. So that is all we need, and that is all we want. We're not after anybody, and we can as well. To part of what we know, one of the former presidential aspirants are part of them, part of those who are shielding this, justice. And like you earlier said, they know what they really want to do when the election is near. They wanted to use this, to canvass against the leadership of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and which we will not agree, which we will not allow that to happen. And that is why we are calling on the President, Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to instruct the IG, to do thorough investigation on this Justice for Mohbad, on this Mohbad case, so that justice can be given and this the body can be buried after the justice. Because why was he assumed in the first instance? They wanted justice for him. Yeah, we hear you. Why was he assumed? It was assumed because everybody wants justice. So let the justice be given, and afterward, this guy will be buried. So that is what we want. So thank you for all you do, and thank you for your strength. Thank you for not backing down. God bless you, Mr. Yomi, and the Break the Silence Foundation.
Fanda, to this conky.
Hello, bro. What's up? I don't know that you're in UK.
Senator Tunisco.
That's good. That's good. You're excited.
Okay.
Love that, bro.
Good to see you.
Love that. That's good.
Yes,
happy to see you.
He's just the only one I told. I said, just let's go. I just need one person.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all right.
That's fine. It's great that you don't work alone.
But of course, as soon as I know Asiwaju, I know Sheyi Tinubu will look into this. Because
are you done talking, Expander?
Yeah, I'm done talking. I'm done talking. Yeah.
Normally, like I told you guys, I received an invitation that I'm supposed to be in Abuja today to meet with Sheyi Tinubu, but unfortunately, I told them I'm in London. But okay. I need to quickly let him see this so that he will know that I would never avoid him. I would have seized the opportunity of that trip. I said if it's fine, because my ticket is not today, that I can easily fly in. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why can't you go onto his
get back to me. But I've shown to him now, my brother Sheyi Tinubu.
Why can't you go onto his Twitter and write to him?
No, he sent somebody to me. That he wants me to call, but unfortunately, I told them I'm in London. They might think I just want him to know that I will never avoid him.
They are going to bribe you, Yomi. Mark it down. They're gonna bribe you.
No, he's not gonna do that.
No, Sheyi's not gonna do that.
Guy. Why
no, Sheyi's not in that class.
I don't trust.
Sheyi's not in that class. Sheyi's not in that class. He's not gonna do that.
It's gonna do the same thing to you. Be careful.
No. They can't. They can't. They're not going to do that.
Them, Yomi. Be vigilant in anything you do.
Any favor government or the marshal boy, it won't shake.
Forget
about it.
I know. You build a trust in you. That's why you're backing you up. But you need to back yourself up. Anyway, let people know. 2 or 3 people to know. Especially a place like that in Abuja. Be careful. Be careful.
No, it's all right. I've addressed him already. Yeah, I've addressed him here in front of the Nigerian embassy, and certainly
there is a way you could inbox him on his Twitter. Inside his inbox, just write a letter and send it to him on his Twitter page.
On his Twitter, okay.
Noted.
Yeah, go in there. Noted. Then try to reach
I have the number of his PA. I have the number of his PA. He speaks with me. I get what I'm saying. Do you understand? And of course, don't forget that Legetu is a friend. And what I'm just saying is that for him to know that I'm not avoiding, that I'm actually truly in London, so that he will know that, it's not that this guy didn't want to show up. I will never turn my back on him. And I want to believe he will not turn his back on me, especially on this Mohbad case.
Yomi, let me tell you the fact. The president knew all what is going on.
Say that again.
They are very supportive of Yabo. If you see Yabo's daughter's wedding, you will see everything. Sheyi Tinubu himself came into that parade. That's why I'm saying to you that whenever you're going to that Abuja visit, be vigilant and don't just walk in there. They're gonna bribe you to step down. Mark that one. That's the
Okay
visit
then.
for. Be
Well,
careful with it. Go
well,
to the Twitter
you
page,
guys are
inbox him on his Twitter page, and then from there you pick it up.
èyí tó tiẹ̀ sí lé ju mo ti ṣe mo ṣáà ti address wọn direct. You
I even
understand?
want to suggest that if you can go to the BBC around you there to lodge
Gbogbo
the
ẹ̀ la máa
complaint
ṣe
as
sẹ́ẹ̀.
well,
The point is,
so that they can place it on the
if you go to
news.
BBC, the first thing they will ask you is, have you communicated with the government? Have you spoken to the embassy? And that is why this video is very
Yeah,
important.
that should be the first thing to do.
So
Yeah,
when I
authority.
tell them, if I said after 2
Permission.
weeks, they'll be shocked. Like 2 weeks, no response. Wow. Then there is the government is actually covering on top. So then they would have to give you your platform. Like if the government doesn't listen to you, then the foreign government should listen up. You understand what I'm trying to say? So
Yeah, I do.
they will tell you have to exhaust some certain steps in. You understand?
Yeah, that's right.
So that will be the next port of call very shortly.
Yeah, try as much as you can around, because at least they have so many branches of the BBC offices around. If you travel to Manchester, try to get there. If you travel to
No. I will link
anywhere you
up with the
go
London office. Don't worry.
within the England, just try to enter
I'll,
the
I'll write
BBC.
to
Let
them.
them
I'll write to them and
skyrocket it for us like
I'll
that.
mail them. They will get back to me. And
They
I've
will
got somebody who
definitely.
works in Nigeria, who works in BBC.
Yeah, they will help us out. If they don't want to hear us like that, then we'll turn it to riot with them, with protest. I think that's what they want to hear. When we go international and then they don't have the how will I put it? When they lose their faces in entering other countries, then they will know that we are not joking. So that's what they are trying to they want us to do now. So we have to go eye for an eye. That's what we want now, and that's what
Of
we're gonna
course.
do.
I'll try that. I was
Eye for
try
eye
Sky
now.
News too.
And
I'll
even
try
the
both.
parents, by the time they see what we're doing, that is, we are no longer even calling them, attaching them to what we're doing now. That we go international, then they'll know that we are not joking with them too. They need to provide all those 15 people, including the families, for abetting murderers, covering justice. Mohbad will get his justice by last by force. They are
Exactly.
men.
That video, that CCTV must come out in that
It
house.
will. Even the 10 minutes that this guy has in hand, Adura, I will tell you that they have the copy at hand.
Oh my mujade, oh
They
my
brought the
mujade.
copy with them.
Oh my jade, Nigeria go no mati jade ma wunti. You're actually on point. A round of applause for you. Senate President, UNESCO. Is UNESCO the expander?
I think your spouse is
Okay, tell you, are you there? Can you unmute your mic?
Can you mute your mic, please? I think some people dropped.
Our announce him because
If he's not responding, then you can just go, bro.
Oh, okay then. And when I
And then-
get to the house, I'll come back live.
Okay then.
All right. Thank you
We'll be
guys.
expecting you. Take
All
care.
right, yeah, that'll be fine. See you soon
Enjoy
then.
your way.
All right. Bye.
Take good care of yourself.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
I'll post the letter. I'll post the letter on my page now. So you guys can
That's
read
fine. That's fine. We'll be expecting that.
on my social media. Yeah, you can now tag
That's
anybody. You can tag the
See you
president.
later.
Actually, Tinubu. I'll post the letter now on my page before I leave here.
Yeah, you need to be careful with that guy.
All
What
right.
he did to the last president, I don't even expect it. If not the VDM that exposed it, that's the reason why they arrested this guy, the VDM.
Oh.
The FCC people are just lying. That's
No,
the most reason why
let
it was.
me get